Hello Taurus, welcome for joining. Welcome and thank you for joining me. I'm getting tongue twisted already. Right, this is your Fairy Oracle reading for July 2021 or thereabouts. It could resonate a little bit beyond that time. But I hope you're all well wherever you are. It is a general reading, so take what resonates with you and just leave the rest behind. Anything that's not meaningful for you, then it's probably not your reading. Now then, I've already pre-shuffled the cards and I've done a final shuffle, and then I had an interruption, so I had to turn the video off. But as far as I'm concerned, Taurus, this is, how I've shuffled them. This is your reading. So I have got a final shuffle of the Fairy Oracle to do anyway. But so far as the animal spirit, I'm going to stick with the two that I had already selected. Right, so first of all, right, wolf spirit. So this is about turning your knowledge into wisdom. So it's something about the knowledge that you've gained in an area that is contributing now to being more wise within that area. So turning knowledge into wisdom. So a deeper understanding of a situation or multiple situations. All right, so wolf spirit, beautiful energy to start with there, Taurus. So sandpiper spirit, be playful. So this is about lightening your mood, having fun, a time for having fun. Be playful, enjoy life, become childlike, at times. Which is helpful for all of us to do that, and it's a lovely thing to do. All right, so think about young children who are very much in the moment, and everything is an experience and adventure, isn't it? So sandpiper spirit, be playful, Taurus, beautiful. And we'll see in a minute, but we'll see where that can be connected with turning your knowledge into wisdom. And it may be something about the importance of play, the importance of lightening our energies. Right, so final shuffle then of the Fairy Oracle. We'll see what the fairy realm have to say to you at this time, Taurus. So we have the heart of your reading here, the challenges to that, and what's in your power ×2, a possible outcome, and something else that your guides, your energies would like to say to you now. Right, at the bottom of the deck we have Fluff the Footer. And this is about being grounded. So if you've been up in your head a lot lately, Fluff the Footer is saying, even if you just sit down and massage your feet or book yourself in for a foot massage, reflexology, or wrap yourself or dress yourself in some deep earth colours. But there's something about a need for you to ground yourself. We can ground ourselves in meditation. And walking in nature is very grounding also. So, alright, so I'll just put Fluff the Footer to one side and I'll do another shuffle so we can have some clarifiers. So could we clarify all the cards on the table, please, for Taurus? And at the bottom of the deck here we have Penelope Dreamweaver. So this is about, what is it you're dreaming of? Weaving the energies around you to make your dreams come true. And that's what Penelope does. She's able to tap into different energies around her and weave them together into this beautiful sphere here on the palm of her hand. And this is what she's been weaving and working towards and dreaming of. This is about wish fulfillment, but putting the work in. She puts the work in, she weaves and brings things together to create what it is that she's been wanting to do or she's been wishing for. All right, so that's Penelope Dreamweaver there. And we'll put down her next to Fluff the Footer. Okay, just put that to one side. So at the heart of your reading, Taurus, we have the journeyman and the sage. So the journeyman, this is about taking those first steps on your adventure, taking the, starting out with this, probably with the support of somebody or others, but you've got support here with setting off on your journey now, heading in the direction you want to go. But right at the very beginning, right at the start of this, now the clarifier is the sage, and this is about wisdom, and we've already had the wolf spirit, which talked about turning knowledge into wisdom. Well, that's what the sage does. That's exactly what the sage does. He has one eye that sees outwardly, and another eye that looks blinded, blanked out, with no sight. But that eye has inner knowledge, inner sight. So whatever he sees, he's able to turn that into his wisdom and into an understanding and knowledge, and inner knowledge. So it's like he has a library within his mind. So he's able to store information and knowledge, and that becomes his wisdom, you see. So very much like the wolf spirit. But he's very contemporary, so he's very up to date. He's a little bit different to the oak man. The oak man is about old, ancient wisdom. The sage is a little bit more upbeat, up to date, more contemporary. So he understands about modern situations, contemporary energies, and so he has that understanding. So he's able, whatever he sees, is able to turn it into, up-to-date knowledge and wisdom, and he's able to then draw on that in different situations. So far you're taking a step. You're taking a step now, beginning of a new journey. You have support of others, and this journey is something to do with knowledge and wisdom. Now, it'll be something different for all of you, Taurus, but it's something about gaining extra knowledge, extra wisdom, all right, for your life journey. So what are the challenges for you at this time? Well, we have Mickle and Muckle, and we have Leighton the Sylph. Mickle and Muckle is very much about the child energy, day to day, enjoying each moment as it comes. There's no rush, no hurry. You're just very happy, joyful in the moment. So that's Mickle and Muckle energy. But this is a challenge for you at this time. It's a challenge for you to enjoy the minute-to-minute to the day-to-day events happening around you, or how you're feeling inside. It's just difficult for you to enjoy and take advantage of day-to-day happenings around you. It's just a bit of a challenge for you. As much as you would like to, it's difficult for you to be able to take advantage of, Mickle and Muckle has got all the time in the world, and he just enjoys what he's doing, where he is, what's happening around him. There's no problem for Mickle and Muckle. And that's how you would like to be, I feel, at this time, but it's just a challenge for you at this time. Now, the clarifier is Leighton the Sylph. And Leighton the Sylph is a very fast energy. She brings speed and excitement, fastness of thought, perhaps, a lot of energy. But she certainly brings speed and a quickness to the cards around her, to the energies around her. So these are the challenges for you at the moment, for some of you Taurus, is that it's difficult for you to think quickly, to speed up, to be energetic, if you like. It's difficult for you to be energetic and to be in the Mikla Mukal energy. So they're the two challenges for you at this time. What's in your power at this time, Taurus? Well, we have Solus and we have Luathos the Wild. And Luathos the Wild is another fast energy. So I'll come to Luathos in a minute, but Solus is very much the sun, the power of the sun. And Solus energizes all of the cards around him. He is a masculine energy, but it's not gender specific. It's the energy of Solus. A very powerful, beautiful, very optimistic and joyful energy. He brings new growth, new life to situations. You can see here his solar plexus is lit up here. And this is about power and control, having autonomy, power and control over situations, but in a very positive, energetic way, optimistic and joyful way. So a very energizing, powerful energy. So now this is within your power situation. So it's within your power to draw on these energies, to have these energies that Solus is around for you. Now the clarifier is Luathos the Wild, and Luathos the Wild urges us to act quickly, to react to a situation, to do something quickly, to leap quickly. However, the underlying message of Luathos the Wild is it's not always the right thing to do, to react quickly to something. Sometimes you have to stand back and think carefully before you make a decision or before you act. All right, so they're the different energies of Luathos the Wild, Taurus. So because in your challenge position we had late in the Sylph, and that was a challenge for you. I'm just feeling that Sylvanus the Wild, Luathos the Wild, actually is saying, you know, it's time to act. It is time to act now. It's time to take that leap of faith, because it's very, very well aspected. Whatever it's to do with, it's very well aspected, promising new life, new growth, new energy. It's time to act. And it could well be something to do with this starting out on this journey of gaining extra knowledge and wisdom. So what else is in your power? Well, we have Jehovah and we have Singer of Transfiguration. Jehovah, he's saying you've got to face your fears. There's something you're worried about, you're fearful about, that's holding you back. And what he's saying is, you've got to face your fears now. You know, don't let whatever it is you're worrying about hold you back. Because you're going through a transformation. This is the phoenix rising up from the ashes. So there's great change happening within you, I feel, for some of you Taurus. And you're going to be rising up quite very different, looking very different. There's a transfiguration. There's a great change happening. And it's trying to happen, I feel, but there's something you could hold yourself back here with your fears, a fear about something. So it's not allowing your fears to hold you back at this time of change, this inner change within some of you, Taurus. It could be external change also, because one reflects the other, doesn't it? You know, we can't change within ourselves without it affecting our external environment, and the same with the external environment. If that changes, it changes us a little bit inside. All right, so potential outcome here. Potential outcome, we have the Master Maker and Glaucona. So the Master Maker, this is about excelling at what you do. So when you feel you've done the very best you can, or you are the very best you can be in a certain area, perhaps with a skill, something that you do, maybe to do with work or a hobby, or just something, a practical application of something. But whatever it is, the Master Maker is saying, okay, you feel you do the very best you can, or you can't do any better. Actually, you can. You can excel even more at whatever this is that you're doing. Whatever it is, you have got more in the engine, if you like. You can do better. You can grow into a bigger skin. Now the clarifier is the Glaucona, and the Glaucona is very much an energy of all that glitters isn't gold. All right, so what he comes forward to say is, dig beneath the surface. There's something that's being presented that's not the real deal. So there's something or somebody around that's not the real deal, that is presenting in one way, but actually if you dig underneath the surface, it's not what is being offered. It's not the real deal. It hasn't. So if it's like, say if something's gold plated, but being presented as being solid gold. So if you scratch the surface gold off, then you find it's just tin underneath. It's not what it's promising to be. So the Glaucona is that sort of energy. It's check the details. Check the details with something. Don't accept too quickly what's being offered, because it may not be the real deal. And this is just a clarifier for, as you're going to excel even more, as you're going to grow into a bigger skin, if you like, and get better and better at something. Just when offers start to come in, just be careful, just be cautious, and double check the small print, if you like, that what's being offered is the real thing. Because we can easily get drawn in, or potentially drawn in, especially when we're excelling or building up or getting better or doing more in a certain area, and we can become attractive to others, or we can attract the attention of others that potentially want to take advantage of your skill or whatever it is that you're excelling at. So just be mindful of these energies that are around and looking for opportunities, easy opportunities. That's what they're looking for. All right. Okay. So I will do a quick run through in a minute, but let's see what your guides want to say to you, Taurus. Well, we have the Oakman, and I mentioned the Oakman earlier when we were talking about the Sage. And we have Epona's Wild Daughter. So the Oakman energy, this is ancestral knowledge. This is about digging deep, pulling up from your roots the knowledge that's needed for a situation, getting more information, perhaps asking from the older members of the family, or more older friends, or in the community, people perhaps who have got knowledge in a certain area or information that you need, or just tapping deep within your own roots, because you will have inherited your ancestral DNA, and so along with that and acquired knowledge, you may have if you dig deep, you may have some intuition or instincts to do with the situation that you can draw on. But what your guides are wanting to say to you is now it's time to take wise counsel, whether it's from others about a situation or dig deep within yourself about a situation. Okay. So there's some knowledge that is available for you. You've just got to do the research into this, Taurus. And the clarifier is apparently as well, daughter, and this is to do with something about a trauma from the past. So there's something about a trauma from the past that has potential to hold you back from going forward. Something that puts blocks in place, that always holds you back from going that extra step, perhaps from taking this step forward on the journey. And that's why, when we need a little bit of support sometimes, don't we? So this is about drawing on, getting more information, getting clarification, perhaps talking to others about a situation perhaps that was traumatic for you in the past, that is still holding you back from going forward. And here we've got the Owl of Wisdom here. So this is tapping into your inner wisdom or the wisdom of others around. Okay, and this is something your guides just want to say to you. All right, so at the heart of your reading, of course, we've got the journeyman taking those steps forward, and it's something to do with extra knowledge and wisdom, using knowledge, using knowledge and understanding and turning it into deep wisdom. The challenges for you are, being playful, enjoying the moment, but also getting going with something. And it could be getting going with something to do with children or childlike energies. The reason I say that is because on the Oakman we've got the young oak folk here under his wing, sheltering there. So all of this may have something to do with working with children for some of you, not for everybody. Okay. And then in your power is something about acting, making a decision and acting quickly, because it's well aspected. It's well aspected by the solar's energy for making a decision now. Don't let your fears hold you back, because there's a great change happening within you and possibly around you. And then as an outcome, I've got the ability to excel even more at what it is you do. But don't allow others who present themselves in one way, but actually are, if you dig underneath the surface, it's not good. It's not a positive energy. It's not good. So double check, be cautious, check the small print. As your light is going to start to shine brighter, it will attract lower energies, negative energies, and people who want to take advantage of you and what you're able to offer. So just be mindful of that. And then of course the two beginning overall energies we had fluff the foot or so, and important to stay grounded, keep yourself grounded as you are weaving your dreams. All right. As long as you know exactly what it is you want, Taurus, then you are going to be able to work your way to achieve it, to get it. It's important to stay grounded at this time. When we're weaving our dreams, when we're chasing our dreams, and jumping through all the hoops that we have to jump through to bring things together, we can end up very much in our mind. So it is important to stay grounded at this time. So as you know, and this is all part of the transfiguration that's happening within you. So it's important to stay grounded. Yeah, so, you know, here's the turning knowledge into wisdom, which we've talked about. We've got the sage, we've also got the oak man. But also it's important to be playful. Very important to be playful, and that's why Micklemuckle came forward. And but it's a bit of a challenge for you, but it's important. Be playful, be happy, you know. Sing around the campfire, it's that sort of an energy. Enjoy little things, you know. Take pleasure from the little things in life also. Okay, just put that back. All right, yes, and then the oakman, and then just trying to face and deal with something that may be emotionally and psychologically holding you back from going forward. And it may be that you have to draw on old wisdom to talk about that and to try and get some clarity on that. All right. But anyway, that's your reading, Taurus. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've certainly enjoyed doing the reading for you. I've loved the messages that have come out for you. But good luck going forward, and I hope you can join me again in the future. Bye bye for now.